In a world where visitors to St. Louis need someone they can trust for requests, reservations, or recommendations, there's an elite group of hospitality heroes willing to answer the call. These titans of tourism go above and beyond to ensure that their guests receive superior service. There's no challenge too large and no request too small. They're putting the STL in hustle. Today, we honor these hospitality superheroes.
In a world where tourists are eager to explore St. Louis and in dire need of assistance, our industry is always willing to answer the call. Employees of the diverse hospitality industry all share the same goal: to provide a pleasant experience for their customers. But there are those who surpass expectations by leaps and bounds. Their passion and commitment drives them to put the STL in hustle. Most importantly, their actions affect the lives of their visitors and leave a positive imprint of St. Louis on their hearts. These are our hospitality superheroes. Rodney Anderson, chief engineer at Courtyard St. Louis downtown, is a true professional known for going out of his way to help those around him. Just as he was heading on vacation with his wife, he got a call that a water main break nearby had left the hotel with no water and the basement flooded. Rodney did not hesitate to spring into action, cleaning the water, working with the city, and protecting the property's infrastructure from any further harm. After 48 hours of work with no sleep and a major convention arriving, Rodney knew his work was not done. He walked to all 165 units in the 25-story building to ensure the faucets were functioning and turned off to prevent further flood damage. For sacrificing his vacation and coming to the aid of co-workers and guests in a crisis, Rodney Anderson is a hospitality superhero. Many guests return to the Doubletree Westport Hotel due to excellent food and experiences provided by Bayrin Abdullah. When seeing a guest looking upset in the lobby, Bayrin came right over to check on him. He mentioned he was running late for his flight and having trouble calling a ride to the airport due to a connection issue. After calming him down and thinking the guest could finally call a ride, he found no Ubers were available. With no hesitation, Bayrin offered to drive the guest to the airport. She immediately grabbed her keys and they were on their way. During the ride, the guest mentioned his wonderful stay and the dinner he had, and Bayrin even remembered his order. Forgoing the distance to make an impact on her guests, Bayrin Abdullah is a hospitality superhero. Ashley Butler is an outstanding reminder that our heroes don't just represent their own companies, but are some of the best ambassadors of St. Louis. For a family with a young kid, sometimes visiting attractions can be difficult or frustrating, with many potential pitfalls. When Ashley noticed a flustered family visiting the St. Louis Science Center on a rainy day, she sprung into action to help. She greeted them and asked about their plans for the day. They mentioned they would be late for a scheduled visit at another venue and need to change plans for later that day to something more kid-friendly. Ashley ushered them to their seats and began to work her magic. She contacted the other venue to reschedule tickets, organized 3 other suitable options for their children, and found them great, affordable family dinner plans close to their hotel. She explained all this while giving them their parking discount and even brought a gift for the kid. For her extraordinary, concierge-like service and being a true ambassador to St. Louis, Ashley Butler is a hospitality superhero. On a Christmas evening, a wheelchair-bound passenger found herself in need of transportation from the airport gate. Rodney Hollifield did not hesitate to step in. With a warm smile, he graciously helped her with her bags. He even offered to go find her transportation as the weather conditions were terrible and her mobility was limited. Unfortunately, it was hard to get a taxi, and the horrible winter weather created a surge in demand for ride shares, leaving her stranded. Despite the setbacks, Rodney was committed to her well-being and stayed by her side for the rest of the shift. Then, he made the extraordinary choice to drive her himself to the Central West End. To this day, the passenger insists he must have a halo, as his guardian angel-like service was extraordinary. For exceptional kindness and selflessness, Rodney Hollifield is a hospitality superhero. As a revenue analyst, Connor Bryant still finds opportunities to make an impact on guests at the Hilton St. Louis Airport. After talking to a guest about her upcoming trip, Connor learned that the woman would be traveling with her terminally ill child. Connor immediately wanted to make the trip special for them and began asking questions about the child's favorite snacks and activities. On his day off, he took time to purchase snacks and gifts for the child and set up the surprise in the guest room. He even made dinner reservations at their favorite restaurant nearby. For great actions of kind-hearted hospitality, Connor Bryant is a hospitality superhero. Laura Futrell with the St. Louis Lambert International Airport is a newer employee whose empathy turns into action for travelers in a time of need. A young boy was abducted and taken to California against his will. Thankfully, he was on his way back to St. Louis to be reunited with his uncle. But there was an issue. The uncle had forgotten his identification. Receiving a call from their caseworker, Laura took urgent action to verify the uncle's identity. Laura ensured the reunification went smoothly. When they could not find the boy's whereabouts after he landed, Laura took it upon herself to search the entire airport to find him. Luckily, the boy had already been found by fellow hospitality hero Leomar Bermudez. Once she found the boy, Laura even purchased a drink from Starbucks to help comfort him. She maintained contact with the uncle, and the caseworker was standing at the entrance to escort the uncle to the G2 office for the reunification. For her dedication and passion in helping those in need, Laura Futrell is a hospitality superhero. Sometimes, the most impactful experiences require teamwork, and this often happens at the St. Louis Zoo. A team of zookeepers discovered that a boy and his family from Virginia were coming to visit the zoo through the Make-A-Wish Foundation. The boy, Jack, wanted to be a zookeeper for a day. The team collaborated to deliver an above and beyond experience. Carolyn Kelly and Carla Hoppy worked hard to plan the day for Jack. They took him around the zoo to visit the animals and get up close and personal with the penguins. Then, after lunch, another group of zookeepers gathered to have ice cream with Jack. The team took their time to meet him and answer all of his questions, and quickly became the highlight of the boys' trip. After dessert, one zookeeper even surprised Jack with an unplanned opportunity to watch an otter training session. For exceptional teamwork creating a magical experience, this group of zookeepers are hospitality superheroes.